I really gotta get my laughs out.
I just hear the intro in my head right now. That's it.
What's the word? What's the word? Welcome back to the 73 and 11 breakdown, where we break down everything Knicks and Mavs from a non-biased fan perspective. I'm your host, Rob, on the Knicks side of things. To my far left, we got our co-host, Jay, with the Dallas Mavs.
It's your boy.
And we got a good one today. As you can see in the middle, we got someone that's, very important to the Knicks and Mavs family. We'll talk about that later. But we got Mr. Ray, Mr. 99 Moves.
Yeah.
What's the word, man?
Mr. Mayor.
Just laying the beam, man. It was feeling good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know he feeling himself. We got a nice little summer league present, so we going to jump into that, though. But
Mavs
tell
fans,
us how
it's okay.
How your week went, man.
It's been good, man. Working hard, in the gym.
Okay.
I'm just really watching my boys, really locking in. Darius. I call him Darius.
So you know him.
I call him Darius. Yeah.
First name basis.
It's been good. When y'all hit me up and said, "Hey, want to speak about some King stuff?" I said, "Please, let's do it. Please, let's do it."
Okay, Jay, what's the word? How your week?
I just want to say for the Mavs fans, I have to sit next to him. Rivalry, not a rivalry.
We keep that West Coast stuff
because
on
it's
that
straight. But I'm good, man. Week was good. Shorty just left to Poland, so.
Okay, so you got time to watch the game. I heard you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching every game possible, but the week went by fast for me. I feel like I was just here 2 days ago.
For real.
But it was a good week.
Okay. Well, we definitely happy to have Ray here. For those who don't know, he's an honorary Knicks fan, and I accept him, man, even though he's sitting there with some King stuff on.
So do you want to talk about that? 'Cause I had the Knicks jersey too, though.
Okay. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was gonna bring it with me.
You should have threw that on. It's all good. It's all good.
Like I told Rob, I'm an honorary Knicks fan. I don't care what anybody tells me. It's Nana's Knicks when it comes to the Knicks. So I say nothing bad about the Knicks. It was around, I think, May 10th, Mother's Day. My Nana, she was not doing the best. She was in the hospital. And I don't know what happened or what came over her, but we went there and they were still playing the Sixers, and she was just a complete 180. And because of how much of a fan she is for the Knicks, I knew they was on the chip. So she's been rocking ever since the Knicks. She got to see the Knicks championships. Like, that's all I can ask for. So when I say it's Nana's Knicks, it's really Nana's Knicks. So we here. So don't say nothing about the Towns. We good.
And the funny thing is, obviously I knew a lot of that from Ray, but for Knicks fans, obviously, if you watch the Roommates podcast, one day I'm randomly watching the episode, I hear Ray Joyner's voice pop up on the episode. So it was kind of dope hearing him call in and tell him about his Nana and how she's doing better, especially since they were playing well. So that was I'm gonna try to clip it on this video. Hopefully they don't flag it, but I'm gonna clip that part on the video at the end.
Shout out to Nana.
Yeah.
Last one. This one is from Ray.
What's up, y'all? My name is Raymond Joyner, hailing from the Bronx, New York, and I am making this note on behalf of Blondell Joyner, one of the biggest diehard Knicks fans. I have a pleasure of calling her my Nana. She's 92 years old and currently is in the hospital. It was May 10th, Mother's Day, where she came. It almost felt like she came back to life to watch y'all kind of continue this playoff run. And ever since then, she's been rocking, holding on strong. And she's still here because she knows that she has to see this chip. So it's only right that y'all win it this year. And thank y'all for giving the motivation and the energy to have my Nana keep going. So shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to y'all. Let's go get it.
Yeah, shout out to Ray and his Nana. Hopefully she's doing well. And continues to do well. And hopefully we can give her a little bit of excitement, joy, and love, during the this next series.
Shout out to Nana's Knicks. Let's talk about the Kings, man. We want to break down let's start with, how do you think the offseason going so far for y'all?
So, like I was telling Jay off camera, if you are a true fan of your team, you gotta be a true fan of the organization. Like not just we're winning or losing, but like what's the philosophy of the front office? What's the coach's identity? Like what are the players supposed to be on your team, right? So when Scott Perry comes in last year and we have some of the worst contracts in the league, right? So how do I either disband this, or how do I now make an identity for the future? And in this offseason right here, I think he's doing a little bit of both at the same time. So 3 picks in the draft when it came to Darius Acuff, aka 5, you're getting 24-8 from a lead guard on a Calipari team, the guard whisperer in NCAA basketball history.
Yeah,
right?
They say he's one of his better guards he had too, realistically. So,
right, you bring in Alex Carabin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's the 3-and-D, but knockdown shooter, but he's a winner. Okay. So now we're bringing people that have culture. He's been to the NCAA finals. Championship 3 out of 4 years. I'm not saying. Well,
yeah, I think
at least twice. At least twice.
I think 3 out of 4. Yeah,
3 out of 4 years, right?
4, yeah.
And then you go talk about culture. You go get Emmanuel Sharp from Houston, one of the most touted, I guess, cultures in college basketball with the Sampson family over there.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're seeing it. So, building that there and then, making sure DeMar's out of there and enjoy, try to go chase a ring somewhere and not in nasty terms. And just making it clear. So, Scott, my light-skinned brother, I am ecstatic as a Kings fan, truly, where we're going and where we're heading. And it's not so happens that we haven't lost a Summer League game yet, so feeling good.
I could relate to the culture shift. It was bad vibes. And now, when you change from the top to the bottom, it definitely breathes life into the team. And especially when you haven't been as successful as you want to be, and you bring guys in to show by action.
Yep. Yeah, I'm a fan of Scott Perry. Obviously, he was with the Knicks prior, so he was with us when we got Mitchell Robinson and stuff like that. So in our later years, we weren't as good with him, but you seen he understood how to put a team together and things like that. So I do think the Kings, they have a lot of upside, especially it helps getting Darius Acuff, but also like you said, they're putting that foundation together where it's like winning culture. They made a lot of mistakes with guards in the past, so they're going to do right by Acuff. Obviously as long as he stays healthy, which he will, because he has that type of frame where the guards like that typically don't.
He moves like that. That's how when you got that little bop to you, he moves like that. Like if he roll his ankle, it don't roll. It just flip right back.
Yeah. So just watching so far in Summer League, we're going to touch on that briefly, but I see what y'all putting together. Next year, I don't know if right away y'all jump into playing, but there's a chance. Because the bottom of the West, y'all can compete.
Yeah.
So even if y'all might mess around and skip by that, depending on what moves y'all make with DeMar but we'll get on that another time.
And we know you're gonna be better than the Pelicans.
Okay, at least you're not last, right?
The untouchable team that's 26 wins with no one leaving is crazy.
Well, hold up. Before we jump into Summer League, who's the better roster between the Mavs and the Kings right now?
Stop.
Word for word, bar for bar.
They big. So I think Sabonis is there. If we don't go for Duran, I think Sabonis is there. And I don't think any of their bigs is messing with Sabonis. I don't care about that defensive stoppage that y'all thought y'all had.
No, we don't got one on the floor to stay.
So I look at that position. I feel like we're pretty solid there. I think people are alluding or not really paying attention to. We have Keegan and DeAndre Hunter, still a part of the team right now.
Mm-hmm.
With Zach LaVine, and now our storied franchise point guard. I think when you look at the Mavs, you bring in Morez Johnson, pretty solid player, defensively sound. But you got Coop, nice. Well, I think we got some wings that could run with him a little bit. Then y'all got Kai. Kai's the guy.
He's gonna do what he do.
But is he a winner? I don't know. But Kyrie's.
I mean, he is a winner.
He's a winner.
This
Only
goes,
though?
this goes back to the combo, the Brunson Kyrie combo. We didn't hear your take on it. Give us a quick breakdown on that, real fast, real brief.
On Brunson
Kyrie.
All right. Like if I spit fast real quick, Brunson has a different will to win than Kyrie does. I think Kyrie's skill is just you can't make that up.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's truly God given. Not saying once in a lifetime, but it doesn't come around often.
Right.
You know, when we look at the ability to change the game in any capacity, I think Brunson has proven that he just finds the ways to win, whether it's him or him making the right play for his team. Where Kyrie is, if he's hot or if he's doing something like stellar himself, it's just magical.
Mm-hmm.
So, is Kyrie the better player? Yes. If Brunson the better player, gonna have could possibly have a better career in sense of like what it looks like.
Honestly,
accolades.
I love Kai. I love Kai to death. I'm taking Brunson's career.
Oh.
Yeah. Just because small guard, second round pick, played behind generational talent, got his own team and was immediately impactful.
Yeah.
No shade to Kai when he left. It just wasn't the same. Like the whole Boston era with them, it was bad, and it wasn't just basketball, but at that time people were talking about if he could be a leader, and he was falling short, and that's okay. Everybody's not a leader.
Yep. And
he shows it through his basketball game and not, off the court and stuff. But Brunson he's just got it. And
figured it out.
Yeah, if I'm taking a career, I'm gonna go with JB. I love winning, but if I can do it because of me, as the guy, I'm rocking with that because Kyrie said he wanted his own team and hasn't found success yet.
I like it, and I talked about it prior. Me and Ray kind of had the same exact take in that sense. Obviously, Kyrie, if you look at him, he's going to look like the more skilled player because of some of the things that he can do on the court. But I think winning at some point has to come into play. And they both won a chip, but doing it as the one, like the main guy, that holds a lot of weight, especially doing it in New York. And you were the underdog in that series. Everything that went into this playoff run, winning 15 straight games or however many games it was, you can't overlook that. Kyrie did his thing. That 2016 chip was amazing, but you was riding next to Bron. So you did your thing, 41 points in game 6 or whatever it was, game 5. But the way Brunson did it, it just was better for me. Not even being a Knicks fan, just as a fan of winning. So I'm riding with Brunson on that one. But like I said before, I don't want to diminish anyone's career because Kyrie still has a fire career. He's
still my favorite. If you ask me as a player, I'm gonna go with Kai. And he showed to be a leader in Dallas off the court. And, he grew up, he matured, and, I'm still rocking with my guy. He's my favorite PG. So
all right, perfect. So we'll jump back into Summer League. We didn't finish with the Kings. So you had a couple Summer League games.
Yeah.
Tell me how you like them.
So this is my thing. I'm going to just be clear here. Emmanuel Sharp has been the best player on our Summer League roster so far. But Darius has shown exactly what I need to see out of a lead guard right now, trying to figure out the NBA game.
Okay.
Like, I don't care about he's shooting 40%, 30% from there. Like, what I need to see is, can you get to where you have to go? You know what I'm saying? Versus blitzes versus, high hedges versus the ice. What are you doing, off the ice? I want you to see how you're reading the game. And he's doing all of that. The shot's just not falling. Yeah. Nobody's forcing. He's not forcing bad shots. He's putting the ball up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the difference between forcing your shot and you just put up bad open shots. Oh, the shots that you normally make, they just not going in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, that's the biggest thing. Now, when they talk about defensively, I'm expecting him to be lost off ball. But what I am seeing on the ball is that he's picking up 94 at times. And he's also getting his hand in the cookie jar when a big is, he gets switched on the big and he's hitting the ball off and making deflections and doing things like that.
But let me ask you, before you keep going, I don't want to skip over this.
Sure.
Why do you feel like you expect him to be lost off ball?
Because that was the I guess like the downplay or the opportunity of his game.
Okay, so that's what I was going to touch on. All right,
that was an opportunity.
I'm glad you brought up defense because I want to know how you feel about people saying that he don't play defense, he don't put a lot of effort on that end of the floor. I think it's always situational because I had to defend a guy who didn't play defense, who did everything on the other end of the floor. But I like defense a lot. I think it's all about the effort you put in. Everybody's not going to be a lockdown defender. There's so many, especially at his position, one of the hardest positions in the league. Yeah. There's so many talented guys, quick, athletic. As long as you put effort in, for me, it's enough. Because, you also really do have to try, but you can't discredit someone who's putting in the effort and someone who's not putting in the effort. It's a totally different thing.
So, this is coming from a defensive guy, somebody that was a high energy, like myself playing basketball, high energy, having to play defense. That exerts a lot of energy, right? But effort is key, right? Or understanding where you need to be at certain times is everything. Now, if I'm drafting somebody top 10 and you average 24 and 8, I just don't need you to be a slouch defensively.
Yeah. But I also think, so I'm going to use those two players, Luka and Aka. I think the difference is, besides the effort, I don't think Luka understands defense. If you ever look at how he's out of position, I don't think he understands some of the concepts that whatever his coach is telling him, he just be so out of position. It's like there's no way you understood where you were supposed to be. Aka, even if you watched him in college, he be in the right spot, but he be doing so much on offense sometimes. You could tell he take plays off just from being tired, but he's in the right spot, but he didn't make the effort to make whatever that play was.
Yeah, and there's a clip of him circling around, him just looking up, and then Kean Wadley his only 3 of the game. But you didn't see him playing literally 90. He's guarding the guard.
Yeah.
He's fighting screens, and then he's running to the rebound to get it, and then going on the.
That's the narrative that these guys love to push. Once they hear something that a player lacks, they're only gonna look for. Yeah. You only need one clip. You only need one clip, and it's gone. You gonna leave me hanging too?
Yeah.
But last thing I'm gonna say, that we can pivot or whatever. Darius said something in an interview. He said, "I want to guard my matchup." So you know how it is. Y'all know how it is.
Yeah.
If you play, you go against the best player on the other side. You you got it tonight.
Yeah.
No, he say, all right, if it's Steph tonight, I want to guard Steph tonight. Now, okay, you might get fried. However, the fact that you saying that makes me realize that once you realize it in the defensive schemes and learning it in the NBA, you're gonna be all right.
And you got the heart.
Got the heart.
Yeah. Because sometimes, I love having a player like that. Because as a coach, it gives you the opportunity to save your player. All right, you want to guard him, but today I'm gonna save you from that man because you ain't got it. So if you're willing to take on that challenge, sometimes you gotta let them and just throw them in the water so that they can see that shark is different. But especially as a rookie, I think next year he should guard everybody. That's his matchup. See where he's at defensively. See when you play the Knicks, see how he guards a Brunson. When you play the Pacers, see how you do in a longer guard like Halliburton, things like that. Because then you'll know where you could put him in your schemes. Because there's gonna be certain nights where it's all right, you might not guard this type of guard well, but you might guard a Brunson type of guard well because they're not super duper shifty. Yeah. He's just stronger than you, so he might post you up and things like that. But he might not do well on the Halliburton because they're long, get out in transition. So I think that's dope. Just hearing him that he wants to guard the matchup. Yeah. As a coach, I would let him as a rookie guard everybody. Yeah. Because especially if you're not once it gets to Christmas, if you're going to be a good team or not. Especially if it gets to that point and y'all know you're not going to be in a play-in. throw him in the water fully and let him like see what he can do.
And hopefully the rest of these guards that have been in the league follow suit. So everybody don't want to guard who they
Zach,
match
some
up.
defense, Zach.
Yeah, some schemes. Man.
Unless
But-
you like me, who don't want to guard their matchup, they just want to guard the best player.
Anyway, so Jay, so we're gonna pivot to the Mavs Summer League. What you thought of y'all two? You had 2 games, right? First 2 games.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
It's a beautiful morning.
So for the Mavs fans, off camera, he didn't say that. He was upset. Now I'm playing. Go ahead.
Watching Salt Lake and seeing them guys hooping, I'm like, damn, I just hope he has a solid outing. Now, he exceeded my expectations because I'm just looking for the hustle, grabbing boards.
He has it, Morez.
Hustle, grab boards, get out in transition, finish, and it's like, hold up. Hold up now. That boy might start at the 4. He just plays the game the right way. He's high energy, always want somebody with high energy and a motor, and he's gonna just go get the loose balls. And he actually showed his offensive game. And when he got drafted, he said, I got more to do. It's just I don't need to do it in Michigan.
Yeah.
We had guys that can do it, and he showed it. Scoring 27 that first game. I think he had like 8 boards, 5 dimes. I'm like, okay, PJ, sorry.
You're done.
But yeah, the first game was great. I wasn't taking too much stock into the totality of the game. I was looking more individuality for every player. They're all coming from different situations. Sergio's coming overseas. He's a young guy, but he played against grown men, and the game is different over there. So I just wanted to see how he can acclimate to the summer league game, and I feel like he did a great job. Besides Morez, we shot terrible, but like Ray was saying, you're not scared to take the shots. You get into your spots, rise up, take the shot. And as a point guard, he did that. He was taking smart shots, passing the ball. I get flashes of like just because he was on my team, like a Luka who sees the court very well, and coming from overseas, you don't know none of these guys' games, and the way he was able to find the chemistry quick, I'm like, wow, the IQ is there. We just got to see.
I'm laughing because you want this man to be Lucas so bad. This is not the 3rd episode you compared him to
I don't. It's just because they both come from overseas.
Luka,
I don't want him to be Luka. I want him to be.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah, I want him to be Sergio. But Sevalad played good too. Sevalad. Ischenko.
Okay.
Dude from the Russia? Yeah, Russian league. We got him from the Santi Aldama trade. His rights. He's a shooter. So I wanted to see him take like 15 shots. He didn't. He played within the game. So I was like, it's cool. Second game, another horrible outing shooting wise, but they're not afraid to shoot. And that's what I want to see. I want to see someone who's not afraid to shoot, because on this team, you're going to be shooting. We need you to shoot.
Yeah, you got to knock down shots. Okay.
And Morez he was in foul trouble, but I don't care. It's a summer league.
You got 10
You got,
fouls.
yeah,
Right.
use them. Use them.
Right.
It's gonna take more than 2 games for him to get acclimated with the defense. But Derek Lively was taking bad fouls in the regular season, but take the fouls, learn from them. But I think these first 2 games were a good outing of just individual gameplay and not a total team, because we was getting belt. But I'm excited to see what we do.
Do you see him being your starting 4 by the end of the year?
Yeah, because I think somebody's gone, whether it's Gaff or PJ.
I think a contender's going to try to hit one of those 2.
I like that.
Yeah. I think Gaff is definitely gone, just because when Masai came, he didn't really speak with him, and I ain't see him show up to some league. You don't have to show up, but a lot of the guys showed up. The only guys I haven't really seen much of was Gaff and PJ. So I'm like, I really think Gaff is going because he's a plug and play on a lot of teams, and we still need to get Moose on contract. So that's why I think he's going.
Oh, yeah. Well, we definitely take him in New York. So if we can make that work, Deuce McBride.
Deuce, he's not right.
I've been trying to shoot Deuce for like 3 episodes. That's my guy, though. He dapped me up at the parade. So I got to chill.
I want to kick him out.
I got on camera, so I'm good. But I'm going to briefly touch on the Knicks' league experience so far. Very briefly.
Well, he didn't want to, before we started recording, he said he wasn't going to bring.
Well, that's why I said briefly. This is about to be a minute. We lost 2 games by 30. Nichols shot the ball well. He made 10 threes in 2 games. Our returners didn't play well. Mo Diawara, Paco Dadier. Paco Dadier, he actually played well against the Nets. So he had 20 points. Didn't shoot well from the field. But I think our second-year guys are trying to figure it out. I think these next 2 games, they'll probably get their feet. Now they got their feet wet. They'll probably play a little bit better. But I don't think they're going to show much in this summer league just because, kind of like I explained to you earlier, I think second-year guys either kill or they got so acclimated to the NBA game that they don't do well in the summer league atmosphere. So you've seen that with a few other guys. I know I mentioned earlier Carter Bryant, that first game he struggled. Played well yesterday because they played us. But there's a lot of second-year guys that don't do well when they come into the summer league once they get acclimated. So I think that's the case with the Knicks right now. I mean, they also could just not be that good, but they showed to be good in NBA games.
Yeah, but I think somebody like Mo, where I think as a Nanda's Knicks fan, that's somebody I want to see take another step.
Yeah.
Specifically because of the contract that he got has right now. Like, bro, you could be a gem or a steal.
Yeah.
So I need you to show me
But he needs a playmaker with him. The Knicks don't have playmakers on their summer league team. They don't even. So if Tyler Kolek was to play, he would look so much better because he's somebody that's not his game though. He's like a slasher. So he's somebody that you could let him get out in the open court. He's going to turn it up on defense. He's knocked down open threes if you create it for him because he shot 39% from 3 this year and he shot a good amount of them. But he's on the court with other guys that are playmakers and they're getting in the lane, kicking out to him, corner 3. The times where he got to the rim and made athletic moves, it was closeout situations. So someone made a play on the other side of the court, swing to him, and he got a lesser defender on him. So it's a closeout from a 6'9" dude, 7'4" wingspan in a closeout situation. So that's why he looked so good in NBA games. Summer League, they got him on the wing, dribbling the ball.
I need you. It's Summer League. I need you to work on that.
Nah, he does need to work on that. But I'm saying that's not where he's at right now. He's going into year 2. He's still trying to figure out his game. He's only 20 years old.
Okay.
So I think there's a lot of upside for him, but I think the Summer League isn't where it's going to show right now, especially not this year.
Hope so.
But I knew that going into it. I didn't think he was going to shine in the Summer League. I thought Dadier was going to play a lot better because he's in year 3.
Man.
And he done killed in the G League. I thought he was going to look better than what he looks like, but I don't know. We won a chip, so I'm not really concerned with those.
Can't say that about this. Can't say that. You got it.
All right, for the next segment, we got legendary moments. So today we're going to talk about a topic that we see on the internet a lot right now. We talked about it briefly before we started recording. And the question is, should all second-year guys play in the Summer League? So I'll let Ray start with that topic. What do you feel about that?
Get on the court. Can I curse?
Yeah, okay.
Get your ass on the court. Yo, you played maybe 5 to 10 minutes in the real season. You trying to prove yourself in practice, right? On a daily. Go out there and kill. Rob Dillingham was speaking with you, brother. I'm sorry, I can't hold it in, bro. Rob Dillingham should be averaging 40 right? Or having a quarter of 15 or more points straight. Just to not only prove to himself, because you know your confidence is lackluster right now. In the NBA, that's more than having the physical tools. It's the confidence.
Facts.
Go get your confidence in some league, and nobody can tell you anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we look at this draft class, they coming out here hungry, starving.
They taking them spots.
Yeah.
So who else you got on that list? Because you said Rob Dillingham. He's in year 3 though.
I don't care. Derek Queen, get in shape. Run up and down that court, get in shape.
Yeah. That's a fact.
That's funny because that's
what I was thinking.
Earlier was Derek Queen.
Derek Queen, bro. Yeah. He's amazing, talented. Go get you some extra reps. Go get you some extra reps.
But I want just to piggyback on that. I want to see these guys in there because this is your opportunity, like you said, to get to bring the team together, to show your organization that you can be a leader. Because some of these dudes, they still have the mindset that they're franchise guys. Like Derek Queen, he still feels like he's a franchise guy. So go to the summer league and show that you can lead those guys that's going on your summer league team. Lead them to the water. Show them. Get out there and dominate. What you do well, go into the summer league. Don't try to do anything extra.
Nope.
Go do what you do well in the summer league. Go board up. Go get me 15 boards in the game. And I feel like these dudes, I feel like they get to the league and then they don't get content, but they're like, all right. They feel like they don't got to show their shit anymore. And I don't like that approach. That's how you kind of get lost in the sauce and these dudes jump you because Boozer's going to jump him.
Well,
if he don't come in and do his thing.
He plays for the Pels.
He plays for the Pels.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying on the same team.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying in general. They're the same age group. So he's going to get overlooked by him. And you had a big run in the tournament the year when you went through. And you're kind of forgotten about in a year.
And it's only going to get worse because of the talent. Like Keyshawn George, you playing? You a dog.
I don't think Keyshawn George got to play.
Well, you know what? You know what? That's a good one.
Next question. That was going to be my next question. Is there a tier of niggas that don't got to play? Because why the Cooper Flag don't got to play?
Nah, I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to lie. After Salt Lake, they should have shut theirs. They come down. Bro, you're the goods.
Nah.
But you want to see it. So I agree with that. But Cooper, yeah,
I don't believe in shutting down rookies though. Even when they did it with Wemby, no, go violate.
Well, I think Wemby should have played because he was shitty that first game.
But
you got to show me more than the game after.
Because I was going to say that second game he actually went crazy, and once they saw what they wanted to see, they shut him down. But I feel like if you're a rookie, you got to play all them games.
And this is what I'm talking about, culture. I want my rookies to, okay, I know that you're adult. You're starting day one. We know this.
Yeah.
But in order to build a culture from top to bottom, from your G League team to your varsity team, right? Be in there with your brothers. Because you have to. You have to build camaraderie early. There's going to be times when, if I look at the Pels, right? Jeremiah Fizz, right? You should be, okay, maybe you're not playing all the time. But you should be getting out there, see how it feels to play with, whoever's out there as a rookie, just to catch a feel. Yeah. Because now when you go in there, you're looked at as a leader, you're looked at as their mentor per se.
Yeah.
And now when they get into the game, they feel confident they're gonna play as they should, or even better because you're the guy that they've been playing with.
And I was gonna say that give them game. If you're not gonna play every game, give them game on, what you went through and what to look forward to, because a lot of these guys are fighting for an opportunity to sniff a minute in the league. So you tell them do this, do that, whatever. This is how I did it. That helps. And then that shows your organization that you are with them. If you're teaching and helping these guys who you're probably not going to see. But that shows the culture of a winner, a leader, and what we could do in the league and moving forward.
Now, let me ask you this. With your second year guys, you feel like they should play. If you're a GM and you have a second year guy that you put out there and you're expecting something out of them and they don't show up, is that a red flag for you?
Well,
Well,
I'm not gonna say for GM. I'm gonna say for me. Nemby, what the fuck are you doing out there, bro? You gotta be better, bro. I get it. You was thrown in with the Wolves, and it might not be the same kind of game, but you've excelled in the league. You had moments where you were very, very good, and you come year two in a frenzy. Like, I don't know what's going on, and then you're kind of taken away from the other guys to develop and show what they can do because you're trying to be the guy when you're not the guy. No disrespect, but let this guy run a little bit of the guard spot. Let's see what he can do, because what you're doing is you're taking them out of position and setting them up to fail. And when you should really be killing anyway. You know how to play off ball. You know how to play on ball. I don't want to see all the turnovers, all the bad shots. Like, you're just putting shots up because you're like, oh, I got my contract. But I want to see you get to your spot and actually make the right play.
Now, question before you actually. Just a quick question. You rather him play like that or like Mo Dior?
All right, I digress.
Proceed.
yeah. Oh man, that's bad funny. But what I will say is, what I want to see from a second year player, if they're playing in the summer league, something like my guy D Clifford, that is not overshadowing anybody, but is playing alongside of the rookies and like being that guy on the court when things don't feel the greatest. And just like making it feel easy, or just putting, like you said, the mentorship, but like on the court mentorship.
Yeah.
Like Nick, he hasn't been super amazing, but he's also not doing anything horrible. He's working on his game, but also letting Darius and the others feel comfortable on the court. And like, hey, this is, I want you to do this. Or hey, what you see on this? What you see on this cut? Like, I saw a clip. Darius like, I want you to cut so I can throw the hoop for you. So now niggas like, oh, I bet. So next time I'm gonna cut. You know, so like little things like that is the things you want to see from a second year player. And if you're not doing that, I gotta go to training camp for 2 weeks and I got preseason.
Yeah.
Because who I think it was last year or the year before, Jabari Smith. You remember how he played in the summer league his second year?
He went crazy.
He was wilding.
Crazy.
I want to see my second year player do that. I want to see Mo Dior do that.
Yeah.
But like, I understand that's not everybody's game. And just as a second year dude, just come in and show that you learn the NBA game. Right. And like I mentioned earlier, it could be a struggle with the summer league is a different game, but you should be able to manipulate and manage the game, and especially as a guard, as a point guard specifically, you should be able to go run the show, even if you're not going out. If you're a scoring point guard, you should still be good enough to go just run the show in summer league and get everybody involved.
Because it's literally pick and roll or DHO. Like that's all I've been saying. Pick and roll, DHO.
That's all they do now.
Somebody calling over Iverson maybe once or twice, but rarely anything. It's DHO and pick and roll. And if you can't do that in the summer league, when they are playing a little bit more aggressively, but that should work into your favor if you're an NBA guard.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, they should have, second year players should have no excuses. You can't be out here on your Devin Booker double team. You get mad at the no, work on that. This is what we need to. We need to see a step in the right direction when you're coming off a year of playing many basketball games, and you don't. And it's like, now we got to look at the other guys, sit you down, and now you playing yourself out of your own contract because you're doing too much or not enough. And that brings me to Ace Bailey.
Oh, damn.
I'm not going to say nothing bad about it. It's just like, this is the downside to playing your second year. Well,
but that's different, though, because he got a lottery pick on his team that's already a little bit better than him. So, like, but he should be good enough to get overshadowed but still produce. You don't think Derek Peters is better than Ace?
No, he is.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, but
this is kind of whack. I really like Ace Bailey's game.
They can coincide together. I don't understand.
But they have too much on that team.
That team is fake fire.
That team is going to be good. And it's like, I
That's
want
why
him.
Keontae not playing.
I want him to play, but then it's like when you're watching Darren Peterson, like, damn, bro, you didn't take a leap because there's not enough basketball for you.
But like Akov, I'm gonna shit on him. This is the one time I'm shit on him.
Go ahead.
Darren Peterson is taking mad shots. Ace he can't even get in the flow of some of them games. Well, in the Salt Lake joint, I haven't watched him in Vegas yet, but Salt Lake, he was isoing step backs. Ace is on the wing. Ace not even a spot up shooter. So for him to be sitting there spotting up, waiting for you to kick to him, that's kind of crazy.
And also, I agree, but Darren Peterson probably in practice like this nigga don't got it, bro. Because there's a clip where he took a tough ass three.
And that slap there, Ace was like, Ace just shook his head like, damn, it's
like,
over with for me. Did you see that clip?
Yeah, he like, and that's why I'm like, you have to assert dominance. You gotta come, nigga, swing the fucking pill, go do some shit, and don't give him the rock. Show him like, nigga, I know we just picked you, but I'm here.
Yeah,
That's in that situation it's tough because DP is a like alpha. Like there ain't nothing you about to tell me. Like I don't care what year you in. Like this is his. Like he gonna go there and tell Jaren Jackson relax. Like
As he
but
should.
you know what this remind me of? It remind me of when we was playing on JV and I moved up. And I just came up and just started taking
I
spots.
helped you with your jump shot. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. But I remember I came up, started taking spots. Yours would have been one of them.
Nah.
Oh, I know.
I was giving you the ball.
Respect. Hey, look, that's what Ace need to be doing. Get Darren Peterson the ball.
I was giving the ball.
Nah, I'm messing with him.
Like I might need Rollins point guard because he gonna get the ball when you play with me.
No, let me rank him real quick. Yeah, you might be.
Bro.
Yeah.
You have more opportunities with others, but your best.
No, I'm saying. Yeah, Kendrick was super young when I was with him.
Yeah.
My at Dominican. Keys, I like Keys.
Keys was tough. Dominican should have got me on your last year. I should have put up.
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't right. That's all right.
Yeah, we gonna
Anywho.
But yeah, back to these second year. I want to wrap up pretty much with saying, if you're in the second year, get your ass in the summer league. Like, damn, motherfuckers want them spots and y'all bullshitting. And vets, if you need a contract, get your ass in the summer league. Like, what is y'all sitting home like? All right, don't get
Cam Thomas.
get your ass in the summer league. Like y'all don't want to play for real, bro. Let me get in the summer league right now.
Get your ass in the
No, especially if they stay home, bro.
Nah, bro,
Just
he could take somebody's spot.
Markel folks.
It's
Get
cool.
your ass.
It's good. It's good.
It's a dub for Markel. He might go.
Yeah,
in there
it's a dub
cooking,
for
though.
Markel.
Markel might go in summer league. Go
If
stupid.
he didn't, I would be worried.
Y'all remember when JR went to summer league in like year 8 that one time? He was bugging. I think it was like maybe like 2010 or 09. Like he had gotten in trouble with the league, so they had made him go to the summer league. He was bugging.
Nah, that's great.
I think he was still with Denver. It was right before the lockout. I think it was. You gotta watch some highlights. I'm gonna send it to you later. But yeah, this was pretty much legendary moments. Shout out to Building Legends. Shout out to John.
Shout out my guy.
Yes, sir. All right, so for our next segment, we got Pros vs. Joes, brought to you by Elevator Sports. So today's topic, we're going to pretty much break down a topic that I spoke about on the Elevator Sports Instagram page. And it's pretty much, has positionless basketball affected the IQ of the game? So what I want to explain what I mean by that before we jump into it. So the NBA now, everything is about, guys that are larger, 6'8" forwards, 6'8" point guards. That's it, childish. That's able to do things that point guards could do. So being able to get in the lane, run an offense, things like that. Are we leaving this? I'm leaving this in here too.
Yeah, go ahead.
But larger guards that's able.
Nah, I snap. But yeah, my fault. Keep going.
Yeah, I pretty much got the gist of it. So Raymond. What's your take on that? Do you feel like positionless basketball is starting to affect the IQ of the game in the long run?
Yeah. Because you know what it is? I think it's not only positionless basketball is messing it up. I think because of how skilled these kids are, or just like these players are at these taller heights, is that they just understand getting buckets. Like until like year 5, 6, when they had to understand like, okay, I gotta get the spots. But there's more to the game than spots and being able to score the basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think about how when we were growing up, right? Your point guards were about 5'10" to about 6'3", at the biggest maybe 6'4". But at the same time, the bigs were still the bigs, and you were able to, set your teams up, set your plays up. So I think it's because of how the game is. You have to be able to score. Is that no matter how tall you are, it is. I understand having to get a bucket instead of just making the right play. Mm-hmm. So if you look at somebody 6'6", 6'7", they're just getting buckets, and that's the right play to them. Whereas like when you're learning the game for real, it's like
swing,
drive, draw, dish.
Yeah.
Like,
I think people aren't teaching just make the right play.
Just make the right play.
If you just tell players that and explain to them what the right play is, you'll start to see, even if the game stays positionless. Yep. But if guys just play the right way. Now, a couple episodes ago, I did say I'm all for not being efficient as a player. And this sounds crazy to the coach. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. So I told Jay, efficiency basketball, quote unquote efficiency basketball, is hurting the game in the long run, because you need guys like a Kobe, a Jordan, that's fine with getting to their spots and shooting over 3 people because it's creating legendary moments. And yeah, we understand you play the right way, but sometimes you need legends to get created.
Like LaMelo. Bro, he shoots one-legged threes all the time.
That is true, but he works on that.
And I was gonna say the bad thing about it is you can just, but I work on this. But it's like, yeah, just because you work on it don't mean it's the right play.
If you work on it, it's on show. If you quote unquote work on something and you shooting a low percentage at it, you're not working on it hard enough, so stop doing it. But if like I mentioned in that one episode, if you Kobe and you work on getting to that right elbow and shooting over 4 or 5 people, regardless, and you're making it at a higher clip than you're missing it, you work on it and you can do that. If that's what you want to go to for game, as a Kobe, like those type players, go ahead and do it. But the IQ of the game, like I said, people need to start teaching make the right play. And I think that's hurting the game in the long run. Like I seen Jamal Crawford the other day. He put up a tweet and it pretty much was saying, I'm paraphrasing, he misses when point guards had a point guard mentality and not just a scoring mentality. And dudes was in the comments like, how you telling somebody all you did was score? Yeah, he's somebody that wants his point guard to pass. That's why he's saying it. And somebody that's a point, especially both y'all specifically were pass first point guards.
And I hated trying to score. I like to set people up to score. So I agree wholeheartedly with that. It's like, nigga, that's not your job. That's why we have a point guard, a shooting guard, a small forward, power forward, center. Now it's just guard forward. But like, yeah, we all have jobs to do. And when the point guard, the floor general, doesn't do his job, it makes it harder for everyone else to do their job. Because you want to just all the shine, and it's like, no, bro, it's not your game.
Yeah, and there's a difference between being somebody that has a scoring mentality and a selfish player.
Yeah.
And I don't think people understand there is a difference. So like I use myself as an example. Anyone who's played with me know, obviously I like to score first. Yes or no?
Yeah.
But you ever thought I was a selfish player?
Nah, you wasn't a selfish player.
Yeah, I don't look at it as a selfish player. Like if you know your spots on the court, so I'll wait for a ball reversal. Like if the ball done got reversed one time and it came back to me, it's go time.
Especially if I'm on the sidelines watching, I'm probably worse as a spectator because I'm telling motherfuckers to shoot. Like if I see you, I'm like shoot. Like if you have space, there's no reason that you're not taking the shot.
Yeah.
Now for other people, I can't really talk on, but yeah, especially when I'm watching the league, I'm like, why aren't y'all taking these shots? And then you're gonna wait for the defense to collapse, put the ball on the floor, probably travel, or take a worse shot when you had the easier attempt.
It's funny you say that, and y'all both say those things, because I even look at like just like men's leagues and stuff like that, right? Where as when you make the right play, the game is just it's fun. Like
It's
the game
way
is
more fun.
The game just feels better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So hot take is the reason why I feel like these kids aren't loving the game as much is because the right plays are not being made. Like and it's so they only know like, dang, I have to be able to score buckets or be that threat of a scorer, or I'm not going anywhere.
And it's so much harder to score that way when you got to just get a bucket. And I think like just go back to positionless basketball. You've seen it in the finals. Some of those games when it came down to the Spurs not winning, it was because they didn't establish who the point guard was. You have Wemby getting a rebound, and all game he's been pushing it, and finally it gets to a point where a point guard needs it and they're looking for it. He hesitates, and then the Castle situation. Castle was looking for the ball first. Wemby hesitated to throw him the ball, and then he was like, "All right, I'm going down court," and then he decided to throw it. It's like at that point, both of them shouldn't even have the ball. De'Aaron Fox just come or Harper. One of y'all run to the ball. When growing up, point guards were taught run to the ball.
We literally had drills,
and that's what I see in Darius.
yeah.
You know. So,
but Brunson, if you ever watch, it pisses me off sometimes watching the game. Like he runs to the ball, and it's like, damn, bro, relax. But also, I kind of don't want Mikal bringing it up right now. Go get it.
And also, I'm the winner here. Well, they all won together in college, but like, I am the guard, the point guard. Like we played 6 years together or whatever.
Yeah, you know, give me the ball, bro. Get the fuck out the way.
Bring real point guards back.
Yeah, and if y'all not doing
a little bit though.
So this is a second part to this question that I was going to get to, and I'm happy you said that. Bring real point guards back. Do you think, in the midst of positionless basketball, working with trainers early in your development years instead of playing pickup basketball is affecting the IQ?
All right. I'm going to be really candid in this shit because I got a lot of trainer friends. We got a lot of trainer friends.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
So like, this is coming from a personal, like...
Yes. So like, I don't want anybody to take this any wrong way.
Take it how you take it.
Gangster.
Pause. I try to get back with one.
I feel like training makes sense to do the boring things. Be great at the boring things.
Mm-hmm.
But like forcing me to figure out counter after counter or on a cone or counter after counter, you know, off of like not even real live defense doesn't make sense to me. Like to me is when we used to go into the gym with a trainer or go into the gym with Ralph for somebody, right? It was shooting 5 spots, getting a lot of shots up, right? Then doing a couple of moves that were just like to strengthen the handle and then go hoop.
Mm-hmm. Because look at his boys though, 2 Division I kids that worked out with him.
So like, yes, the moves can translate, and yes, it sounds like it makes sense for a trainer, but like if I can't translate these moves and feel comfortable doing these moves in game, live, whether it's even if it's 1s or 2s or 3s in the training section.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then if it's a one-on-one training, I don't want it.
Yeah.
If my daughter plays basketball, first of all, she's not going to need a trainer per se. If it's not a group session, but the one-on-one sessions are literally for shots and ball handling and cardio.
Yeah.
Unless, because there are some. I agree with that to a certain extent because there are some one-on-one trainers that are still active, so they're like not in the workout with the player, but like they're like. So for instance, if you're trying to help a point guard get better at bringing the ball up the court, and you're teaching them different ways. So I know there's a lot of stuff now where they're saying put it in the pocket, boom. Yeah. So if you're teaching someone that, and you can actually go there and put pressure on that guard, then I don't mind it being one-on-one sessions because you're actually still kind of putting them in a live situation.
That's a lot of work. Yeah.
So I feel like at a younger age, I want to see more kids. Like you don't see a lot of kids playing pickup now. If they're playing, it's in like summer leagues right now. They're on teams. They're in the Dykeman stuff like that, or travel teams. But coming up, we would just hit each other up like, "Yo, we out there." We all
watching
the ice or something like that. Like,
for 12 hours.
Mahagan, yo, if everybody got the car, who's going to Mahagan? Like
now with that, you learn how to play certain ways because there's going to be days where you're the best one on the court. So you got to lead a team to the victory. There's going to be days where if you're younger, you're playing with older dudes. So you got to make sure everything that you do on the court is affecting the game positively because they're going to cuss you out. They're going to black on you. And you don't, like, if you're 12 years old, you playing with some 17-year-olds that know how to play, that's some college dudes. They're going to be like, if they need 5, they're going to say, come play, but don't go fuck the game up. So you got to do everything right. And you got to hit your open shot.
That's your first pressure.
Yeah.
That was the first sign of pressure.
It's crazy, too, because I think for us growing up, for me, playing with y'all or whatever, I always knew everybody's role. Like, even if I didn't have to play with you every day, but if I'm on the court and Rob's on my team, I know, all right, I'm going to get him the ball here, and I'm going to get the fuck out the way. If he can't score, that's his problem. Like, he needs to get better. Of course, I'm going to get everybody else in position or whatever, but I know if I'm playing with Rob, I'm going to get him the ball here, 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 and I'm going to move because this is what he can do, and he needs to work on it. So it's like, I'm working on my game by making him better. Yeah. So I know, like, I'm not selfish. I have to get the ball into the best shooter's hands to win the game. And growing up, I feel like we all had egos and we was always talking shit to each other, but, like, it was never nothing to be like, I know I'm not the best or the second, third best player, but this isn't my field to really affect because I'm going to come over here and lock up and then, you know, facilitate, do whatever. But
so as a trainer, though, and we got to call it, what is bullshit? Like, as a trainer, when you see certain things, like, what is bullshit training?
So bullshit training, it's a lot of different variations to it. Now, I'm gonna say one thing that I hate specifically. You mentioned it earlier. If you're doing 1,000 combinations, there's never a time in the game where you're doing that. Now, some trainers do it because they want you to work on your handle and they think, even if you don't do it in the game, it's good to have it in the toolkit. Because there might be that one time where you do use it. You get what I'm saying about that? Like, you got tools at the crib.
No, for sure, yeah.
So you might have a specific screwdriver that you only use once every 2 years, but you got that shit in there just in case you use it. That's some of the mentality with some trainers. Like, I'm going to give you 1,000 moves, but I don't think that's helping the player because you need to really learn how to play real basketball. And real basketball isn't combination. Real basketball is attacking closeouts. Real basketball is being able to, if you're a point guard and you're only got a one-on-one situation, being able to bring the ball up on your one defender. Now, if it's a zone, obviously, or they're pressing, move the ball. But if it's one person, you should be able to bring the ball up. If you're going to practice combinations, it should be more situations like that so that you could break down a full court pressure. But anytime I see them doing 1,000 dribble moves, getting to the lane with no one really contesting, it's like, are you really ever going to do this in a game? So that's certain things. I might not have explained that as well as I'm thinking in my head, but if you're dribbling 1,000 times, you probably should go to a different
If you're dribbling 10, 15 times and you still haven't moved, you're cooked.
Yeah, if you're on your Julius Newman shit.
Yeah, there's no reason. There's no reason a combination should be more than 5 dribbles. And if you can't get that shit in 3,
get off the ball.
Because I don't know how. Because I like to play downhill. I'm going tween, and I'm gone.
Yeah.
And if I'm tween, snatch, and I don't need to. I'm just helping the defense because all I'm doing is standing in one spot, wasting energy, doing all this. And now my teammates are looking like, nigga, what are you doing? You're not even getting past him. That's...
So what's bullshit training you?
I think we all basically know, but I think what is good training, I mean, no, let's talk about bullshit.
Bullshit's more fun?
Yeah, bullshit's more fun. When I look at, like, I can't even say shoot for far anymore because you have to be able to have range. But I think it just goes along with the ball handling. I think if you were doing combinations like in time situations where it's like, you know, you're attacking certain areas and you have to hit moves quickly, you know what I'm saying? That'll be it. But like just like constantly just over dribbling the ball. Matter of fact, I lied. I'm gonna look. Which camera? Right here.
ISO.
I'm gonna say this. ISO. I have to because I saw this clip the other day.
I knew you was gonna bring it up.
Yo, whoever's teaching defense that you gotta cross your feet to beat somebody to the spot, that is completely wrong. Now, if you are beat,
I was about to say,
if you are beat, you are then running to the spot to get to the spot. But if you are guarding somebody and you are either hip to hip or like you're on them and you're crossing your feet, that is horrible defense. And I saw a trainer teaching that shit.
I saw that.
If you must have taught my kid that, I would have went there and really snatched you up and pushed you through it.
Now the problem with that is, first of all, stupid. If you go get cooked up, and like you said, if you're beat, that's when you want to sprint to the spot. But I think people seen that Marcus Smart clip from a couple years ago when he was explaining defense like that, but they don't understand the type of defender that Marcus Smart is. You can't take defensive player of the year, and you can't take what he's doing and try to give it to kids that are learning the foundation. He mastered defense, so he might have found a niche in it that's going to help him get to another tier of defense. But he understands the foundation. If I have my 9-year-old and I send him to you, and you have him crossing his feet, and I go to a game, he's getting dropped up and down the court. Now I'm tight.
Because a nigga like me,
now you gotta guard me.
A nigga like me is gonna drop you. I know I said 10 dribbles is too much. Now I'm taking 20 just to drop you 5-10 times to show you what the fuck you're doing is not.
And I know the coach. It was coming from a good place, but he didn't. I don't think the coach fully understood what he was trying to teach, because that is something that you do teach as far as like beating them to the spot once you're beat. But he was teaching it as a primary
thing.
Yeah, just slide your feet, gang. If
chest
you get
up,
beat,
well, do them push-ups.
Everybody can't do chest
but
up.
You got to, bro.
But
you're not a good defender if you can't chest up. As a guard, if you can't chest up, you can't guard me. My shoulders too broad. I'm through you.
And you got to be chest up through screens. Like, that's what you get the screens. Like at certain levels,
it's chest. You don't do no push-ups,
bro.
You don't do no push-ups, bro. I'm sober with. I might brush you. I'll put you in the post. All that.
Do that
on the wing too. It don't matter.
All right. Me right now. Yeah, I'm cooked. I ain't pick up a ball in forever. But me in my prime. Yeah, bro. Meet me.
Too. Yeah, it was too much. I did you in, bro.
Yeah. He ain't never done me in though. So I don't know.
All right, now we going front for the camera.
We not fronting. Show the clips. Roll the tape. No.
We burnt them. That's why I didn't.
All he did was shoot over me and sometimes blow past me.
That sounds like a lot. It sounds like I was cooking. I do everything. I pulled up on them, drove by.
Nah.
But yeah, so just with back to the AAU and pickup. Niggas need to play more pickup. You don't see these kids at the parks no more. Like if they are playing, they're inside. I think playing at the parks, like even it don't gotta be at the park. Just playing pickup in general, getting your friends together and just playing. Your IQ is gonna grow if you're playing the right way, but they still don't know how to play the right way. So that's the difference.
Yeah, you need to.
That's where you get your heart at.
For real, you need to get your ass bust a couple times.
Get some, like bring your 5. Somebody else get their 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Know what works and what doesn't. We can go back to Imperial.
This is super duper left field. I do this every episode. I bring something that has nothing to do with anything. Do you pay attention to the one-on-one space?
Yeah.
Did you see the Nas Archie game?
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on that?
So, I saw the clips, and I also saw like the disparity in the score, first half to second half. I think Lance brought up a good point. It's a different game. Like it's way more physical than anybody that's playing real like pro level, like overseas or in the A. Like that ain't normal defense there.
Yeah,
it's not. So like I think when you got somebody like Nas, he's basically the go-to of it right now. It's like
he perfected how to win.
Yeah, he knows how to win that. So Archie, you just gotta hit. He should have stayed how he was doing and muscled up.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, the space is cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I have two different takes on it. 2 theories, takes, whatever you want to call it. So that match specifically, I don't think I had Archie winning, but I didn't really think he had a chance. And the reason I'm saying that, because it's like, I'm going to use boxing. It's like you have Mayweather as having a boxing match and a UFC guy challenges him. They're not going to let Mayweather lose that and fuck up boxing because if their top guy loses to somebody that's not in that sport,
So
there's no credibility anymore. So I watched the game start to finish, and Archie was I ain't gonna lie, he was just hitting tough shots in the beginning. So I knew he wasn't gonna be able to do that the whole game, but also he should have won. But I felt like when it came to the space, you can't let Archie win because your top dog losing to someone who already was disrespecting the space, it's gonna fuck up the money long term. So I think that's one. So I think he didn't have a chance from that because the calls got real spooky the second half of the game. But anyway, like you said, it's a different game. So if Archie would have played like 1 or 2 games prior to that, he might have won that game just because he would have understood the game more. But he didn't want to take any tune-ups and all that because he was good enough to beat him. Mm-hmm. If you're going to go straight to the top dog, you got to take a tune-up or 2. And I know that had nothing to do with this segment, but just thinking of, we were talking about one-on-ones and stuff like that, and it made me think of it.
That's fair.
Yeah, he went in there not knowing what works.
But yeah, man. Before we wrap up, we're getting to the end of the show, but we want to thank Ray for coming.
No, I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah.
This was fun. This was nice.
It definitely was.
I got something really brewing here. I want to just give y'all flowers in advance. You know what I'm saying? Not just having biased, opinions, but really breaking down the game from an authentic perspective and really talking that shit. Like, it ain't no clickbait over here. It's, you might get some funny jokes, but it's genuine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing that's you're not doing it purposely. So I want to just give y'all flowers in advance. Can't wait to see where this goes, and thank y'all for having me. Am I the first guest?
First guest.
Oh no, let's go! We did it, baby.
I like the beard.
First game,
We got a
we
beard
got
over there too. Damn, we should have pulled that up.
Dude.
Nah, don't even get it now. It's over with. But
that's fine.
But yeah, every guest that we have on, we want to do like a little quick segment. So I know Jay had a question for you.
So we all hoop. Some not as good as others. We was nice. This nigga he just
I'm cool.
Got by. But
yeah, I'm cool.
If you could now or in the past, give me someone who your game looks like. If you was in the league, scouts was scouting, who would they say your NBA comparison would be?
Okay, so my ceiling. I'm gonna go ceiling, and then my floor, and then my floor. All right, so my ceiling would be somebody in the league right now, probably like Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
I think the way he like controls the game and like can get hot and score.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like who I was at times. Where it's like as I got older, I was always gonna be able to control the game and make the right play and play some defense. But like if I start clicking, I look like, yo, bro, why you couldn't always do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been times like people like, yo, Ray, why you ain't always shoot the ball like that? Like
he get on heater sometimes. It's like, you just airball 5 possessions ago. Now you just clicking.
So I would definitely say Tyrese. You seen him have games where he's like having 5, 12, and 8, and they win.
Yeah.
And then he has 30, 15, and 6, and they still win. So
yeah, he be looking crazy in the regular season sometimes. Like he'd go through stretches where it's just like this nigga's awesome. And then he'll get the snapping. So I like that comparison. That's your ceiling?
That's my ceiling. That would be my ceiling.
Floor.
I mean, Floor, he's not a horrible player, but the most realistic, I would say, is like Andre Miller. Like Andre Miller. Like
he was nice though. He was not saying he's not.
No, I'm just saying like
that's
just
a great
like
floor to have. Yeah.
I didn't mean to say floor. I meant to say like most realistic. Like not uber athletic.
Yeah.
Can always get on the court and make an impact.
Smart as hell.
Like smart as hell. Always make an impact. Like he's not gonna look out of place. Like I play ball right now. I'm not gonna look like I'm horrible. I'm whack.
Yeah.
But like I'll be able to impact somewhere in the game. So Andre Miller, he did that for like 20 years basically of finding ways to impact the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
okay, I like that.
Oh man, he was a math killer too.
So this is interesting because since it's the first time, we're gonna do ours as well. Every other guest, we'll just let them do theirs. But me here, Jay.
I don't know if I could do a ceiling and floor, but I say like Rondo. Not a shooter. I like to get downhill, play defense, and just floor general. That's why I like really prided myself to play like very smart. I love to get everybody else involved. I don't I don't really care to shoot, but I'm gonna exploit my matchup. I'm gonna get to where I know best, right to that slay.
Okay.
And then if I just collapse the defense, I could some magic shit. But yeah, scoring was never really my thing.
That's actually a good comparison.
I like Rondo a lot. That's one of my favorite point guards.
Yeah.
And
we used to always say, like, oh, he's the best point guard in the league.
And then right now,
arguments and shit.
Right now, it might look like Gary Payton on the Lakers.
He was thinking I on the Lakers.
Yeah, I'll just play defense.
Okay. I never even thought about this question realistically. So I'm gonna start my floor. I would say Wilson Chandler.
That's your most realistic.
Wilson Chandler, Trevor Ariza.
Okay.
Most realistic. Now, ceiling. I ain't gonna snap. I would say ceiling. My handle wasn't that good. I was gonna say Paul George, but nah. Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna say Paul George.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody. Keep the ball real low.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that one. When you think about just like the highest of your realistic, game, like the highest potential of your game.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that Tyrese.
Yeah.
I see it for real.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well, definitely. Like I said, we're happy to have you. Before we wrap up, is there anything you want to plug?
No, I don't really have too much right now. I will say, I am kind of like getting into that fitness space, like that wellness space. So bringing the community together. We just did our first the Town Run Club for Middletown. Just bringing community together in the fitness space. Trying to get just back into that realm. Me, I'm here, man. I'm just being a dad, getting to it, making sure I can help anybody and help scale anybody's stuff. So I appreciate y'all having me here today. This was fun. I'm definitely gonna be tuning in. I might even start like rage baiting y'all in the comments, man. But appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having some kind words about my Sacramento Kings.
There's all positivity here. We ain't gonna shoot anyone down. I like the beam.
And can't wait to see what y'all do in the future with this show.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Now I need you to look at the camera and tell everybody to like the fucking videos, comment on the fucking videos, and subscribe to the channel.
Yo, let me just say this very clear and concise. If you want some real takes on basketball that make sense, that are not only valued but also to have a thought-provoking conversation about the sport that we love, this beautiful game, like, comment, subscribe to this motherfucker. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse you.
No.
Like, subscribe, comment, 73 and 11 breakdown. You shitting me?
See you next week.